Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your reading for August the 15th, which is Tuesday, to August the 27th. It's a 2-week reading. Sorry for the delay. I am taking some time off, a week off, so I will be back the week after with a fresh new reading. And I have already done a separate video for the solar eclipse, which is really fascinating. What I find fascinating. Check out the solar eclipse video. It's just all the information on what's happening with the solar eclipse and astrologically what's happening towards the end of the month, for the next half of the month actually. Check that out. There will be a link at the end of this video on screen somewhere, I'm not sure where, and you can actually click on the screen and it will take you to that video. So we're going to do, oh, here we go. There is definitely crossover here, guys. Crossover. You might want to check the links down below. I'm doing 3 cards for each week and a card for the weekend. Did something come out there? Yes, there it is. Oh, big crossover, guys. You have crossover with Libra. So you might want to check if you've got any, if you've got a moon or rising, check out the links below. If you know your moon or rising sign. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Second week. Oh, here we are. Yes, major crossover we have here. Okay. One more card. One more card for Scorpio. One more card for Scorpio. Oh, lovely. Look at that. That's definitely. Okay, here we go. Scorpio, darling, my lovely Scorpios. For the beginning of next week, which is actually this week, the beginning of this week, we have the 4 of Pentacles. Now, when this card comes up, look, he's like holding on to something. This signifies that you're holding on to something. You're holding on to something negative that's not working for you. It can be something that you're angry with someone or resentful with someone, and you haven't told them, but it's building up in you. And listen, drop it, let it go, Scorpio. It's not worth holding on. It's only going to hurt you, and you can't move. It's a blockage to your future. It's stopping you from moving forward and growing and becoming the perfect you that you are. So this is really saying, darling, let it go. Let it go and move on. And that, of course, is the theme for the whole month, letting the past go and moving forward. And then in the middle of the week, we have the 2 of Pentacles, which means that you're juggling. Can mean that you're juggling 2 jobs, or you're trying to juggle a private life with your home life, with your work life. You're trying to include someone, everyone, and you're finding it very hard you're spread thin. That's what this is. So when this comes up, it's asking you for balance in your life. Look, it's like the infinity, you know, that infinity sign right there. There she is, the infinity sign. And he's juggling, and this is asking you to balance. You've got to bring balance into your life. So look at your life honestly and see where you can bring balance to it. And I'm getting, don't please everyone. You can't please everyone. So It's about prioritizing. That's another thing I'm getting. This is prioritizing. Let go of this crap and prioritize. Okay, so we have, towards the end of the week, we have the Emperor. Now, when the Emperor shows up in a reading, it can say that you need to organize, right? You need to get all your ducks in a row. And he's one of these, he's a brilliant leader, right? He's a brilliant leader, and he's very organized, and he knows exactly what he's going to do next. So sometimes this means that you've got to clean out your clutter. This can be a message to clean out your clutter, Scorpio, if you have any clutter. Or really organize at work and at home. You need to, finish off your paperwork. This is saying get everything that you need to get done. If you haven't billed people, if you're self-employed, then you need to get your billing done. You need to get your paper. This is like coming up and saying you've got to pay attention to an area in your life where you need to organize. So ask yourself, where do you need the Emperor? Now, that week, at the weekend of the, going into the eclipse the next week, this is the 8 of Wands. And this indicates that you're very busy, darling. It's a good busy. Like lots of things. You're going to have to be a multitasker. You're going to, lots of stuff. Maybe that's why you need to organize before all this starts happening at this weekend. It's like overwhelming, lots and lots of stuff. Things, so many things are going on. You've got to really organize your time and allot it and be a master juggler. That's what this is saying. But whatever it is, it's going to be good. This is a good busy. It's not a bad busy. It's a good busy. But look for balance in it, because it is the number 8. So it's asking you for balance, Scorpio. So you've got balance on 2 areas here. And then this is interesting, right? Because then the week of, on the eclipse, on the Monday, you've got this beautiful, beautiful card, right? This is the 4 of Wands. This is celebration, really contented, happy feeling. This is a wish come true card. This is feeling lovely, right? This is the beginning of the week, right? The middle of the week, things are turning a little. This is like you've taken on too much. This is maybe you've promised deadlines that you can't meet, or, I always call this, sorry, my shoulder hurts me. I always call this the people-pleasing card, right? Where you've taken on all this stuff and all this work, and, this can also mean micromanaging too. If you're a leader at work and you've got a team and you're not trusting that they're doing it, and you're in all their stuff, and really you've got all your own stuff to take care of. This is delegating. So this is asking you, delegate, don't micromanage. And it's also saying maybe you need to drop some of that burden, because it's weighing you down. And if you don't drop that burden, you'll be in this worry and worst case scenario, major stress going on here towards the end of the week. So this card's saying, look around, what can you drop? What can you let go of? You're going to have to call them and say, look, I'm really sorry. I know I said I could get it done by this time, and I really did believe I could, but things beyond my control have happened and I can't. So I totally understand if you need to get somebody else, but I can't do it. It's like telling someone and being really honest. Okay, so now I have something else to say about this, and it's about the solar eclipse, right? The solar eclipse is about letting the past go, and it's about changing behavior. It's about living in honesty and integrity and going forward with a clear vision, and being able to see the truth in a situation. So when you promised all this stuff, you really weren't seeing the truth in the situation. You just wanted, yes, I can do it, I can do it. It's time to get really honest and realistic and look at that, because all it's going to do if you don't, it's going to cause the worst case scenario, stress and worry and just being in that very dark, shadowy place, right? So we want to go forward with integrity, heart-centered, and honestly, honestly with us, to ourselves, because we lie to ourselves more than we lie to anyone else. So we want to be honest with ourselves, and we want to be honest with everybody else, and we need to be honest with what we can and we can't do. So it's very important to look at this and restructure, right? Restructure and let some things go. And then, darling, so when we let that go, we'll no longer be in that worst case scenario. So I'm also saying spiritually grow, connect with source energy. Please meditate and see how your positive future is going to be, because that weekend of the 26th, 27th, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Now, if you're in this place and stress, your Wheel of Fortune will turn, because this is the worst case scenario and it's a self-professing prophecy, right? So your Wheel of Fortune will be a wheel of not good fortune, the opposite. So it's very important to be aware of this week, the second week. So please, Scorpio, drop your bundles, delegate, and start being in the moment and focus on the positivity. Do not go down this rabbit hole, because things can be extremely positive, but this is your choice, Scorpio. It can either be worry and stress from now on, or it can be a totally different, like, oh, I'm living in sun and good fortune and abundance. It's your choice, Scorpio. So this is a very important thing to remember. Please be positive on this day, because no future is set. No future is set. It's always, a series of decisions that you're going to make that's going to foresee what future. You are in charge of your destiny, and your future is what decisions you make in life and how you decide to look at things, So Scorpio, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe. And I love you all. Have a wonderful, stress-free week. Live in fortune and abundance. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Love you all.
For personal reading, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.